So for my MGRP multi-genre research paper, I chose to do a research paper, a movie, a newsletter, and a brochure. I'm doing my whole thing over indoor drum lines, and my research paper is basically talking about what groups the drum lines compete in. For the other three ads, or the other three genres, I chose the movie and the newsletter and the brochure also. The research paper basically tells them how it started and what groups are in it and just how it all came about, because most people don't know what it is. Like, if you're in high school marching band, or you've seen something, or you've seen a movie drumline, you've seen like a drumline, but what I'm actually doing my project on in this research paper is totally different than that. And so the difficulties with that is there's not a lot of websites, or there's not a lot of like research that people have done to pull from. So you basically have to go to their websites and just figure out how it started and how their history is. And these are right from the source. So the WGI website was really the best website and source to use. I did a movie also, and the movie was on a group called Music City Mystique, and they are my favorite indoor drumline. They won last year with a show called Mantra. I've never done a movie before, so it was kind of hard to figure out how to do that and to figure out how to do audio, and I actually figured out how to get the audio from their past show, so in it you will hear some music from that, as well as pictures. They've also performed with Sugarland, the country group, so it's not just you drum and people don't know what you're doing. They're actually performing with professional artists. For my newsletter, I did it on a group called Pulse Percussion, RCC, which is Rhythm, which is Riverside Community College. They're based out of California. And with the newsletter, it was hard because I didn't really know what a newsletter was, so I had to do some research to find what a newsletter was and what all information I need to include in it. So, after doing research on that, it became easier. And, it's not really hard for me just because I love it so much and I know a lot about it beforehand. But it's also hard because you're having to take the information you know and to put it into something different that you've never done. We've all wrote a research paper before, but the genres are allowing us to do different things and allowing us to explore different avenues to take to convey your research. And with the newsletter, I believe I've done that. The last thing I did was the brochure on Pulse Percussion. And Pulse Percussion, they didn't start as a big group, they started as little. They actually won their first championship in 2010 with their show called Worth the Wait. With the brochure, it allows you just to add visuals, and I incorporated frequently asked questions and some of the history of it. So I incorporated a lot of things into the brochure, and this whole project has helped me know more about the things I didn't know, and so I'm just more educated on the whole subject, and I really love it. For your MGRP, I think it teaches you to take what you want to do or what you think you want to do, like before you get to college, and it allows you to explore that. So if it's not for you, then you might want to change to something else. But it allows you to question yourself, because you don't want to just I'm so gung-ho about everything and not be able to question yourself. So this allowed me to question myself and see the good and the bad, and if I really want to keep pursuing it, and I do. And I plan on having my own indoor drum line someday.